Hello friends, myself Jatin Patel. First of all, I am thankful to whole HASURA engineers team for giving me such a very good opportunity and continuous support to learn and do actual development. Before I start, I confess that I am unable to use HASURA API in my development because I am learning Node.js and my maximum time was occupied in PHP development. I also tried Postman software for API, but still I can't apply it on my web app development. I am developed this app using PHP. It is very tough to find out best candidate for vote in such a huge democratic country like India. It is also time consuming and confusing matter to find it. So this is the platform where each and every candidate who had applied for the election can fill the data. Based on that, voter can easily find out perfect match for the vote. One, one noticeable point that I like to share with you, I have used fully dynamic concept in this app for displaying information for all the different parties as well as all the candidates who had applied for the election. I had used single page. All the times data will be transferred from database dynamically in a same page. So pages as well as load of web app will be reduced. You can show that here this page contains URL that is party page.php and this party is PHP and then transfer to party jar. So the URL will be same. The party with the contents that are dynamically changed and loaded from the database. The whole web app are divided into three major screens. The first screen is the home page and admin page. This is the home page and this is the login page only for admin. I have not used login page for login and registration page for the user because this is the public platform and we have not requirement to track the user, so user login is not there. First of all, we have assumed that all the data of candidates are stored in a database, but it is not accessible to user because of authenticity of data. So I explained the process of how to register candidate. First of all, candidates are classified by member ID. When the candidate want to publish the data, they have to request to admin by entering member ID in the registration window. The registration ID is given to the candidate from a party. The suppose member ID is 104. Now, by clicking on send request, the message display is request sent for approval. This request is sent to the admin for approval. After approve it by admin, the data of particular candidate will be displayed on WebApp. So this is the credentials of admin. I have entered and then click on go. This is the admin profile page and here we can show that the request the get in one. So this request is comes from this particular candidate name. The candidate only have to enter only ID and other details are come from database. Grant user can admin can grant and revoke the request. The request is granted so that candidate details 104 Radar Yadi is displayed on the party PHP because it contains code 100. So 100 to 199 members are in party PHP. So that is the classification of the members. So you can see that members are here. If the request is cancelled or revoked by the admin, the data not be displayed. Then any user can select any party which they want to see the candidate or click on it and redirect to the party information page, which contains the all the information for of a party and also consider president and headquarters details as well as member details. After click on the member name, the page will be redirected to the member profile and that all the details about that members are displayed here. So this is the whole system and how the politics will work. Now one another module is the searching. In searching module, all the candidates from all the parties are listed and user can search from them. If click on view, then the details of a member will be displayed. Because in the election there are huge amount of candidates, so the searching option will be helpful. And once again, thank you to HASURA team as well as all the IMED interns for such most remembered journey of my life. Thank you very much. Please give feedback and any suggestion to improve the